Alabama has one of the highest rates in the nation of prescription painkillers sold per 1,000 people.
That's Governor Robert Bentley today calling prescription drug abuse an epidemic.
He stressed Alabama's tough stance against doctors who illegally prescribe drugs, as well as patients who doctor shop for prescription drugs. In fact, federal authorities today arrested a Midfield doctor on charges that he distributed methadone without a legitimate medical purpose, and a Birmingham doctor who was charged for illegally supplying controlled substances. The charges against the doctors resulted from a 15-month DEA investigation in Alabama, in Arkansas, in Louisiana, and in Mississippi. 100 people were arrested today in Operation Polluted, 5 from Alabama.
And as WIAT 42 News reporter Jamie Ostroff found out, the issue of prescription pain pill addiction might not end by cutting the supply at the source.
Sherry, that's right. There are now a lot of prescription pill abusers without a doctor to sign off on the script. I sat down with one man who went through that exact experience. He wanted to send a warning about what happens next. Brandon Cotton struggled with addiction for years. His drug of choice?
By the time I was a senior in high school, I tried Oxycontin for the very first time, and I fell in love with it.
Part of that love, he says, came from a perceived legitimacy.
For me, it was a comfort knowing that it's safe. You know, it's regulated, I guess, by FDA and, you know, all of the government officials that regulate narcotics and things of that nature.
And a seemingly endless supply.
The people that I was getting it from had legit prescriptions. The person that we would buy them from would use maybe a quarter of the supply and then sell the rest in order to buy more. So it was kind of this, you know, cycle of, you know, always having more and always needing more and finding some here and finding some there.
That was about 10 years ago, Cotton says, before a widespread crackdown on the supply, limiting prescriptions and shutting down so-called pill mills. When it got harder to find his high, Cotton says he went looking for it somewhere else. He turned to heroin before finally seeking help at the Foundry in 2009. According to the Foundry's Amy Jones, Cotton was a part of a growing trend.
I'm actually highly confident that the increase in heroin overdoses and addiction is related to the pill tightening that we've seen in the last couple of years.
While hitting addiction at its source is the first step toward stopping it, Cotton hopes the second step won't be overlooked.
Seek help, because there is hope at the end of the tunnel.
If you or anyone you know needs help with a prescription drug addiction or any other addiction, we have some helpful resources for you on our website, WIAT.com. In the studio, Jamie Ostroff, WIAT 42 News, coverage you can count on.
An advocate